I told you so. Good afternoon. We're going to be talking about Apple's admission to a suspicion that a lot of us have had for a long time. Yesterday, Apple admitted that they are deliberately throttling old phones. Secretly, I might add. All this does is confirm the things that I and a lot of other people have been saying for years. All it took was the CEO of Geekbench to do a little testing and find out, oh, it's actually true. Oh my god. And then Apple's like, well, see, when the batteries get old, your phones might shut off unexpectedly because it cannot supply the amount of power to the electronic components that it needs to— Kitty, stop it! So in an effort to improve your user experience, we made your phones slower after a certain age. Yes. But what you can do is you can go and get the battery replaced at one of our Apple stores, because after the year or so of you having it, it's not gonna have Apple Care anymore, so you can't get the free battery replacement that they advertise so much. So the solution is simple: just pay us more money instead of paying us more money to get a new phone. This is incredibly exciting to me because people are finally starting to see. Now, will this change some people from getting Apple products over to getting non-Apple products? A few, but I still think that Apple's got such a stranglehold on the American public, at least the American public, I mean other people are too, but mostly in the US, that it still won't matter, but we will find out. I read a delicious article today that was shared to me on Google+. From the Business Insider, the UK, says the admission outraged even some of the company's biggest fans, which is so good! Partially because I have a very good reason to suspect that Apple is the reason why I don't have a job anymore. The last 10 minutes of the last live stream with me and Chris explains this. So for this PR nightmare to have resurfaced so soon after my unemployment is juicy as f***. Brings me great joy. Merry Christmas! And this is just like Apple to do so. So say, I mean, they have of the phone and then they're doing some sneaky, unnecessary shit behind your back. And then when they get exposed, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. We were just doing it for your own good. You. And people will believe them. Unfortunately, they're taking something that is actually true, calling out their bullshit, and then twisty-turnifying it into something that makes them look righteous, but then, you know, they're God! Do y'all remember that Harvard video that I posted like 2 months ago that talked about this? Something of this nature? It's true! Planned obsolescence is real, and I don't know about y'all, but the reasons they gave for throttling the clock speed to be easier on the battery were total bullshit, at least when comparing it to phones that are not made by Apple or not designed by Apple. This guy, for example, has never given me a cold weather warning, and I've used it in freezing and below weather, in reference to them talking about how, oh, if it gets too cold, the battery might not work as well, so we're just gonna... No! Or if the battery gets old, okay, give us the power saving mode and let us decide when we slow our phones down. You know, like the choices you get with these. At the very least, Apple is showing a disproportionate disregard for the intelligence of its customers, and that alone is insulting, regardless of whether they were truly hiding this or not. No, not truly hiding it, but truly doing it just to encourage people to buy new phones, or if they're, if they're sincerely trying to just, our end goal is user experience. The fact that they took that power as well away from the people who are spending their money on their phones is insulting. It's like, do you think we're too dumb to decide when to turn on power saving mode when our battery's at 15%? I've seen plenty— no, that's sexist. Ladies and gentlemen, beamers of all ages, allow me a not so humble told you so! I cannot wait to see the kind of articles that this news sparks, I guess you could say. But I'm feeling pretty darn good about it right now. This makes me very happy. especially since the article specifically states, and I'm assuming that the article wouldn't have stated it had there not been an article of truth. But you get what I'm saying. Like, an article from a company that's as well established as Business Insider probably would not have its writers put in pure BS unless there was an element of truth behind it. So, given that, if longtime Apple fans are outraged at this and trust for the company's going down, it's like, yeah! Finally! People are getting smart and waking up! Also, on an unrelated note to tech, I will make you a free 30-second video based off of footage that you send me if you go to BeamtUp.com and go to free stuff. Call it complimentary, if you wish. The link for the website is in the description along with a lot of the other social media stuff. Also, if you're a music artist like hip-hop or rock and roll or a small business, the CEO of El Paso-based Third Eye Entertainment is somebody I'm in contact with. It is a marketing, management, promotion, and artist development company. And I've seen the logos this guy can make. There's a reason why they call him Superman in his town. That link is also in the description. Well then, have a pleasant day, enjoy the good news, and to all the Apple fans watching this video, and stay beaming.